In the vast tapestry of life on Earth, some of the most profound stories are told not by the great and the powerful, but by the small and the humble. They are stories of resilience, of adaptation, and of a quiet yet relentless struggle for existence. And in the world of fresh and brackish water, few creatures embody this struggle as brilliantly as the common guppy. To many, the guppy is a mere beginner's fish, a colorful adornment for a child's first aquarium. A creature of almost endless variety, with tails that fan out like delicate lace and bodies that shimmer with every color of the rainbow. But behind this dazzling display lies a remarkable history, a scientific enigma, and a saga of survival that has captured the attention of evolutionary biologists for decades. This is the story of Pasilia reticulata, the millionfish, the rainbow fish, the guppy. Our story begins not in a glass box in a living room, but in the wild, flowing waters of South America. The guppy's native range spans from the clear streams of Venezuela to the shallow, weed-choked ponds of Trinidad, Barbados, and Brazil. Here, they are not the pampered pets we know. The wild guppy is a creature of necessity, honed by the pressures of a complex ecosystem. In these natural habitats, guppies serve a dual purpose. They are voracious eaters of algae and insect larvae, including those of mosquitoes, earning them the nickname the millionfish for their sheer numbers and their perceived value in pest control. But they are also a primary food source for a host of predators, cichlids, killifish, and larger aquatic insects. This constant threat has shaped every aspect of their being, most notably the dazzling colors of the males. In the wild, male guppies display a surprisingly wide range of patterns, from muted gray with a few spots to vibrant, mosaic-like splashes. Scientists have long observed that male guppies in streams with high predation pressure are often less colorful, a survival strategy to avoid being easily spotted by hungry eyes. Conversely, in areas where predators are scarce, the males are a riot of color, competing for the attention of the females. This delicate balance between the desire to attract a mate and the need to survive is the very crucible of their evolution. The guppy's journey from an obscure South American fish to a global phenomenon is owed in large part to a single man, Robert John Lechmere Guppy, a naturalist living in Trinidad in the mid-19th century. In 1866, Guppy, a keen observer of the local fauna, sent specimens of the tiny fish to the British Museum. They arrived in a bottle of spirits, and the museum's curator of fishes, Dr. Albert Gunther, was captivated. Gunther initially named the species Girardinus guppy in the naturalist's honor, immortalizing the man and the fish forever. Though the fish was later reclassified to its current scientific name, Pasilia reticulata, the popular name stuck. To this day, the little fish is known worldwide as the guppy, a testament to the man who first brought its existence to the broader scientific community. The guppy's ascent to aquarium superstardom was swift and decisive. It was a perfect storm of attributes. They were small, hardy, and could tolerate a wide range of water conditions. Most importantly, they were prolific breeders, earning them another nickname, the millionfish, not for their presence in the wild, but for their ability to multiply in captivity. Unlike many other fish, guppies are live bearers, meaning they give birth to fully formed, free-swimming fry rather than laying eggs. This made breeding them incredibly easy, even for novice hobbyists. As their popularity grew, so too did the ambition of breeders. They began to selectively breed guppies for specific traits, larger fins, more vibrant colors, and unique patterns. This human intervention took the guppy's natural beauty and magnified it 100-fold. Through generations of careful breeding, entirely new strains emerged. The delicate, rounded tail of the wild guppy gave way to the majestic, fan-like delta tail, the flowing, pointed sword tail, and the delicate ly retail. The mottled, natural coloration was transformed into a dizzying array of patterns, the intricate mosaic, the striking tuxedo, the shimmering cobra, and the solid, dual-toned colors of reds, blues, and yellows. The aquarium guppy was no longer just a fish, it was a living, breathing work of art. For all its aesthetic appeal, the guppy's true legacy lies not in its beauty, but in its profound scientific value. The guppy has become a living laboratory for the study of natural selection and evolution in real time. The most famous research on guppies was conducted by evolutionary biologist John Endler. In a series of groundbreaking experiments, Endler studied guppy populations in the wild, specifically focusing on the relationship between predation and male coloration. He discovered a clear and direct link. In streams teeming with predators that hunt by sight, the males were drab and camouflaged. In streams where predators were rare, the males were incredibly colorful and flashy. Endler then took his research one step further. He created artificial, predation environments in laboratory aquariums, introducing different types of predators to different groups of guppies. In tanks with a highly visual predator, the guppies quickly evolved to be less colorful. In tanks with a less visual predator, or no predator at all, the males became more colorful within just a few generations. This was a direct, irrefutable demonstration of natural selection at work. It showed how environmental pressures can drive rapid and observable evolutionary change. The guppies' short generation time, they can reach sexual maturity in just a few months, makes them an ideal subject for this kind of research. It allows scientists to observe evolutionary processes that might take thousands of years in other species, all within the span of a single career. The guppy has thus provided some of the most compelling evidence for the theory of evolution since Darwin himself. The guppy's ability to reproduce is legendary. Guppies are live-bearers, a reproductive strategy that sets them apart from the majority of bony fish that lay eggs. After a brief courtship ritual where a male displays his colors and dances for the female, mating occurs. The male uses his modified anal fin, known as a gonopodium, to fertilize the female. What happens next is perhaps the guppy's most remarkable trick, the female's ability to store sperm. A single mating can provide enough stored sperm for the female to produce multiple batches of fry over several months. This ensures that even if a female is isolated, she can continue to produce offspring, a crucial survival mechanism in a predator-filled world. Gestation lasts about a month, and the female gives birth to a brood of anywhere from 20 to 200 tiny, perfect replicas of their parents. These fry are immediately on their own, a testament to their evolutionary hardiness. The biggest threat to the newborn fry is not a predator in the wild, but their own parents and tank mates, who see them as a convenient, protein-rich snack. It is a harsh reality of their existence, and only the fastest and most clever will survive. The guppy's widespread popularity has not been without its problems. Their hardiness and prolific breeding, which made them so successful in the aquarium trade, have also turned them into a potential ecological threat. When released into non-native environments, guppies can outcompete local species and, in some cases, disrupt entire ecosystems. Their use as a biological agent for mosquito control has been both a success and a point of controversy, as their introduction to new waterways can have unintended consequences for native flora and fauna. Today, the guppy remains a cornerstone of the aquarium hobby. For millions of people, it is a gateway to the world of fishkeeping, a simple beauty that provides endless enjoyment. But for scientists, the guppy is a symbol of rapid evolution and the power of natural selection. It is a constant reminder that in the grand scheme of life, even the smallest creature can tell a story of immense importance. So the next time you see a guppy, don't just see a small fish in a glass box. See a survivor, a living experiment, and a tiny masterpiece of evolution. It is a small fish with a very big story to tell.